Do you have sciatica and would you like to relieve the symptoms and pain with some simple exercises? Look no further. In this video, I'm going to teach you a simple and effective routine that will help you improve your quality of life. I myself have gone through a similar experience. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with a herniated disc that caused me intense sciatica. Unfortunately, due to ignorance, I ended up in the operating room. If I had known everything I know today, things would have happened differently. That's why I want to share my personal and professional experience with you to help you improve your quality of life. You won't need any special materials to do the exercises, just a lot of determination. So join me for the next 10 minutes to complete the exercises together. Discover my disc herniation rehabilitation program, 24 weeks long and 115 exercises that will help you regain your normal life and prevent episodes of lower back pain. I'm going to teach you 8 exercises to relieve sciatica. Practice them all and choose 2 or 3 exercises that work well for you and complete 3 or 4 sets of each one. Very well, for the first one, lie down on your back. One of the legs extended. The opposite leg, grab it right behind the knee with your arms fully extended. From this position, take your foot towards the ceiling as far as you can. And once you reach the maximum, pull the tip of your foot towards you. Hold for a few seconds and relax. Again, extend the knee, point the toe and hold for a few seconds and relax. We'll do 12 reps together. We've done 3. This exercise puts strain on the nerve and all its associated structures. So it's normal that when doing it, you might even notice a temporary worsening of symptoms. We have 4. This tension and relaxation will help the nerve to slide in its own sheath, undoing adhesions and freeing it if there was any type of compression. 6. 7. You have to do it obviously with the side, with the leg where you have sciatic pain. 8, 7. 9. 'And in the video, we are going to act as if sciatica exists only on the right side. 2 left, 11, last repetition, and 12, 11. Last repetition and 12. Very well. Next, a Piriformis stretch that works very well, especially with false sciatica. If you want to learn what true or false sciatica is, all you have to do is click in the top right corner of the screen to access an explanatory video, cross the leg where you have sciatica over the opposite leg. Next, put your hands between the 2 legs to grab the left thigh and bring that thigh and leg towards the chest. You will feel a tightness in the buttock area, the right buttock. And the more you bring the left knee towards the chest, the greater the tightness will be. We can modify the exercise, the stretch, by placing the foot in a different way. The further you place it from the hip, the less tension there will be. And the closer you place it to the hip, the more tension the stretch will have. So find a point where you are comfortable and where you notice that it pulls quite a bit and hold it for 45 seconds. Let's do it together. 5 seconds. Have. 15. 20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 43, 44, and 45. Very good. Unfold your knee and place your foot on the ground. Position yourself on the left side. The bottom leg has to be bent, the top leg extended. This exercise is called side kick, and it works very well to put tension back on the neural structures, including the sciatic nerve, as we did in the first exercise. Very well, all you have to do is bring your leg forward, as if you were kicking while bringing the tip of your foot towards you. Hold for a few seconds, relax your foot, and bring your leg back to the starting position. Leg forward as if you wanted to kick, and then the tip of your foot towards you. Again, what this exercise does is improve the nerve's glide along its own path to prevent adhesions from forming and the nerve from being pinched or compressed. We're going to do 12 repetitions again. We've done 4. Five, 6, kick and toe point. 7, kick and toe point. 8, 9, 10, toe point, let's not forget it, and we keep that tension for a few seconds. 11, last repetition, and 12. Very good. Place one leg over the other and rest for a few moments. We're going to do a slightly more aggressive dural mobilization again, just in case the previous ones didn't work properly for you and you need to add an extra bit of tension to your sciatic nerve. For this, you're going to need a towel or a power band. I already have my power band ready. To do the exercise, lie on your back. Leave your left leg straight and your right leg bent over you. From there, perform a rotation and extend your knee so that your leg is as straight as possible. At the same time, try to apply maximum rotation to the spine by bringing the right shoulder as far back as possible. From here, what we're going to do is hook the elastic or towel to the foot in the following way. With the leg as straight as possible and the spine as rotated as possible, what we're going to do is pull on the elastic to bring the tip of the foot towards you, applying brutal tension to your sciatic nerve. Hold for a few seconds and relax. It's not necessary to maintain that tension for a long time. Just 5 or 6 seconds will be enough. We've done 2 repetitions without forgetting to keep the right shoulder as far back as possible. Let's go for the third one. 3. Relax. What you're going to notice is 4. A huge tightness behind the leg or even up to the buttock. 5. This is the highest level of neuronal sliding or neuromeningeal mobilization that exists. And it is used only for cases where the sciatica is quite stubborn, and in which the other techniques do not give any result. 7. We completed 12 repetitions together. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Remove the elastic. Put it aside as we won't be needing it for a while. The next one is the Sphinx exercise, slightly modified to have an additional effect on the sciatica. If you've already seen any of my videos about herniated disc, you probably already know it. You have to lie face down with support on the pubis, very important, the belly if possible, and the forearms. On the floor. From this position, your feet need to move towards the side where you have sciatica. In the example, we have always done the right side, so we will continue like this. Take a few small steps to the right, so that your body is at an obtuse angle between the trunk and the legs, and just get comfortable and hold the position. You should stay for about 10 to 15 minutes, but if you can't, and if you only last 5 minutes, that's fine. 5 minutes is better than nothing. Get comfortable. Relax your lower back by properly supporting your pubis and abdomen, and hold on as long as you can. After finishing the exercise, after 5, 10 or 15 minutes, pay special attention to this recommendation, as if you get up suddenly, lower back pain will appear. Put your legs back, aligned with the body. Rest for a few seconds. Then lie face down and again rest for a couple of minutes. Afterwards, position yourself on your side. Rest for a couple of minutes, and finally sit on your buttocks to rest again, 5 minutes before getting up. In total, it should be a transition between 5 and 10 minutes before getting up, because the back doesn't like to change position too quickly. So, take your time if you don't want to wake up with more lumbar pain. The next one is one of my favorites when it comes to sciatica caused by the Piriformis syndrome. It's very simple. You can lie down on the edge of your couch or the edge of your bed. Lie face down and stretch your legs if possible. Since I'm very tall, I barely have enough couch to stretch them all the way. The important thing is the opposite leg that has to be hooked, as you can see here, right behind the knee. Let the right knee fall towards the floor. From this position, get comfortable, support your head, and raise your knee as high as possible until it is horizontal or as close to the horizontal as possible. Hold for a few seconds and relax, and let your knee fall to the floor. Again, lift 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. We're going to complete 12 repetitions together. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. The important thing about this exercise is that it activates all the external rotator muscles of the hip, providing a very pleasant sensation and very effective work to relieve sciatica if the origin is the pyramidal or piriformis muscle. Let's go with the fourth. 3, 4, 5. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. 8. 9. 10. 10, 11, and 12. Very good. Stretch your leg and rest it. What sensations do you have at the buttock level? From my part, I can tell you that my right buttock is much more worked out than the left one. Let's proceed with the final exercise of this proposal for practice. Very well. The last exercise is a neuromeningeal mobilization, as we did in the first exercise. This type of mobilizations are not very pleasant, and what is sought is from both ends of the nerve, that is, from the cervical area to the leg. Mobilize it so that adhesions are not created, and to release it in case there is any entrapment. If you want more information about this type of neuromeningeal mobilizations, I recommend clicking on that corner there to access the corresponding video. Very well, just sit down. We're going to do it with the leg where you have the sciatica. Again, it will be the right leg. Extend the leg completely. Next, take your cervical area back and at the same time the tip of your foot towards you. In this way, we are stretching the nerve in the leg area and shortening it in the cervical area. Continuing with the leg stretched, we do the opposite movement. We flex the chin towards the chest and bring the tip of the foot down. On this occasion, we are stretching it at the cervical level and shortening it at the leg level. And we continue cervical extension, tip of the foot towards you. Cervical flexion, tip of the foot down. Cervical extension, tip of the foot towards you. Cervical flexion, tip of the foot down. If your leg gets tired, you can grab it from behind the knee. There's no problem, as long as the exercise is comfortable for you. Cervical extension, tip of the foot towards you. Cervical flexion, tip of the foot down. And we continue. How many times would be good? Completing about 10 to 15 repetitions in 3 or 4 consecutive sets would be a good way to work that neural glide to release the nerve and prevent it from creating adhesions. If you have neck pain or nausea, dizziness, you usually recommend leaving this exercise aside and practicing any of the others we have seen. What did you think? Neural mobilization exercises, despite being very effective, can also be very unpleasant. Don't give up and work them to complete all the repetitions. I assure you that after a few sessions, you will notice good results. We have completed a series of each exercise together. If you have more time, I recommend adding 1 or 2 additional sets to each exercise for better results, or choose the exercises that suit you best and complete 3 or 4 sets. Repeat the routine 3 or 4 times a week. After a couple of weeks or a month, you will notice great results in your sciatic pain. I will be here, as always, waiting for you on the channel to do the exercises.